So the Minecraft movie had an incredible first weekend, and it just proves something about audiences. Sometimes they just want mindless fun. In this video, we're going to talk about the video game movie renaissance. How they used to always be horrible, and how we're finally starting to get some good ones. But first, please like, subscribe, and share. Anything you can do will be greatly appreciated. And if you like what you see in this video, hit that bell icon so you can see my videos as soon as they drop. Last weekend, Minecraft made over $300 million in the worldwide box office. Just to be clear, that means it had the best opening weekend of any movie in 2025 so far. Not too bad for a movie that's made for children. And while the CGI looks like garbage, guess what? The original game did too. Yes, the original Minecraft game came out in 2011, and it allowed adults and children alike to build worlds of their own. Whether they wanted to create their own universe, mine their own universe, or just play some level of survival mode, Minecraft has been entertaining people for almost 15 years now. So it completely makes sense for the developers to want to see if it would make some more money for them at the box office. And you know, people yearn for mining. Whether it's life in the Old West or current life in West Virginia, people love mining and getting the black lung. But this renaissance is actually something bigger. We've had horrible video game movies for so long, it's actually pretty exciting that we're starting to get good ones. The original Super Mario Bros. Movie made me want to tear my eyes out when I went to see it in the theaters. For everyone who was a Mario Bros. Fan back in the early 90s, this movie was going to be amazing. And then they got there and it was some sort of weird alternate futuristic universe that looked like the original Judge Dredd, but if they added a bunch of lizards, a bunch of poison, and they had never actually played the original video game. And then there was the Doom movie, one of the rare ones where The Rock is a villain, and let me tell you something, it answered the question of what it would be like if there was a first-person shooter on your movie screen. And let me tell you something, that final scene was absolutely horrible. And then there was the Hitman movie, which was pretty good on its own. The only problem is that he made constant noise throughout the entire film. And if you've played the Hitman series, nobody's supposed to even know that you were there. You're supposed to make all the deaths look like accidents or murders by someone else, but you're not supposed to be Hitman, Agent 47, walking around with a machine gun. So it seems like those producers hadn't actually played the video game themselves. But he had a shaved head, so close enough. Then there was the Dead or Alive movie. Probably should have just stayed with beach volleyball on this one. This movie was absolute trash. And finally, the original Mortal Kombat movie. I had to beg my parents to let my friends take me to see it, and I wish I hadn't. Looking back, I'm sure I enjoyed it when I was 12, but the Mortal Kombat movie should have been a very, very, very hard R. And what we got was a very PG-13 film. But at least it wasn't as bad as the second one, where they traveled through the center of the earth in those balls that looked like they were out of the American Gladiators. But the Renaissance is here, and we're finally getting some great movies. The Detective Pikachu, although targeted for children, had some of the best looking Pokemon on TV that I've ever seen. The CGI alone was worth it. Now the reincarnation plotline with transferring your brain and using Mewtwo and stuff was a little bit twisted of a plotline, but hey, we can only do so much with Pokemon. At least it looked good. They decided to not make it like the Pokemon games of now. The new Super Mario Bros. Movie, and let me tell you something, that one's really good. Before Minecraft, it was the most successful video game movie of all time. Now, will Minecraft overtake it? Probably not. It'll probably lose some steam, but it's still making a bunch of money. Yes, the Mario Bros. Movie actually seemed like it was made by somebody who had played the video games, especially the Mushroom Kingdom specifically looked really nice. And they decided to go with animation so they can make it look as similar as possible to the games that it's based upon. Now, the new Mortal Kombat's a completely different story. It's a hard R. As it should be, you're watching Mortal Kombat, the thing that was destroying the youth of the early 90s, as they like to say on the 10 o'clock news every night. The people need to be fighting almost to the death, and then they need to do some level of finisher in order to kill the opponent. And it's almost as if the person making the movie had actually played the game. What a unique thing to think about. If you base the movie on the game that is successful, your movie might be successful. And then of course there's the 3 Sonic movies, all of which have made a truckload of money, which is pretty incredible despite the fact that the first one came out during COVID. While it's not 100% like the video games, it at least has the same vibe, it's fun, and it's targeted toward kids. Plus, somehow they got Jim Carrey to come into that movie when he was basically retired, and then later on, they literally got him to come out of retirement to be in that movie. It was right up there with making a sequel to Eternal Sunshine. But all these movies have one big thing in common. They stayed true to their video game roots. The game and the movie were almost one and the same, and it seemed like it was made by somebody who was actually a fan of the game. And when they do that, it can be a success. And it shows with how much money Minecraft and all those other movies have made at the box office. And so more and more video game movies are going to be greenlit now that they know that the studios aren't going to just be losing a ton of money. Of course, upcoming we have the Legend of Zelda movie, which is going to be live action, which if executed perfectly, I'm super excited about. But there's a lot of ifs in that statement. Can they do what the fans are hoping for? Which storyline are they going to do? There's like 15 different timelines in Zelda now. Are they going to do an original one? Is it going to be about a young Link, an old Link? Or more importantly, how are they going to fit a 50-hour game into a 2 or 3 hour movie? So who knows if that'll be good? Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But I'll tell you this, 10 years ago, it would have definitely failed. Hey, thanks for watching my video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and check out those other videos on screen now.